So hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about healthy habits that have been changing my life lately. I think I've made videos about my health before, but this is some of the health habits that I'm focusing on right now. And I think when you are almost turning 50, like it's almost you feel like the clock is ticking. You start doing all these things like you should have been doing earlier. These are things you should have been doing in your 20s, taking care of yourself and everything. I have taken care of myself, I think, a bit, but yeah. So instead of just, I think in one of my videos I said I walk. We try to walk, I think 3-4 times a week, at least 3. But I also realized, like, right now I'm not just saying walk. Right now I'm saying I want to put in 10,000 steps. I just realized actually how little steps we walk, guys. If you have a watch, if you have a way to check your steps, you should, and you're gonna realize how little steps you do. Because I'm a nurse and most of the time on my feet, so I always thought like I must have like a lot of steps. When I was working in the hospital, I used to have a lot of steps. I could really walk a lot of steps. But right now, the place I work, we don't walk as much. But I still thought that I was putting in a lot of steps. So sometimes after work, I have like maybe on a good day, I might have like 5,000 steps. And then that means I have to walk maybe 5K to come up to those 10,000 steps. So it is actually a lot. So for me, instead of just saying I'm just going to walk, right now I'm focusing on getting in those steps. And in that way, like when I'm at work, if I'm going on the other part of the unit I am, like I feel like, okay, instead of thinking like, oh, I have to walk up there, I only think, oh, I'm going to get in my steps. So I'm really working on getting in those 10,000 steps. It's kind of actually difficult, but that's my goal now, to walk 10,000 steps. Not just walk, but walk 10,000 steps. I cannot say daily because that's going to be unrealistic for me, but at least 10,000 steps, like the 4 times a week. And another thing is I have gut problems. I've been suffering with gut problems like all my life. I've been living in Denmark, and I feel like this started when I came to Denmark, because I would eat the same thing with like my kids and my family, and I'll be the one like having pain in the stomach. I'll be the one who is bloating, and I'm like, why am I bloating? We all ate the same thing, but nobody's having any problems. I went to the doctor to check for lactose intolerance and gluten. They said I have lactose intolerance, but they say I do not have gluten intolerance. I don't understand, because some of the things I eat, I react and I feel like it must be the gluten in it. So what I'm trying now, I can't cut out gluten completely, but I'm decreasing the amount of gluten I eat. And I buy, there's a tablet you can buy and take if you're going to eat gluten. So I do take that. And with milk, I also try to drink lactose-free milk, and I also have a tablet that I can take. But I'm trying to cut out those things, and I honestly feel like my gut like kind of get peace, if you could say that, when I cut out all these things. But it's so difficult. But gluten is in a lot of things, and milk is in a lot of things. I want to eat my cake at work when somebody comes with a cake. So it is a challenge, but I'm really working hard on that, because I cannot do this. Like I cannot keep, because sometimes if your gut is telling you something and you keep on putting things that are not good, you might end up developing other serious problems than what you have. So I'm trying to avoid that. Yes. And I'm really focusing on anti-inflammatory food. Yes, I'm focusing, like right now I'm thinking I should be doing that even when I was young. I was eating actually in my 30s, in my 40s. I've always been trying to eat healthy, but now I'm really focusing, like almost using food like medicine, like I'm thinking, what is this food going to do for me? So I'm eating a lot of like tomatoes. We always use olive oil, green leafy vegetables. I've been eating a lot of green leafy vegetables from my garden that I planted, like spinach and kale. I was eating a lot of kale this summer. I ate a lot of kale this summer, and collards. Nuts, walnuts, nuts, almonds, and all nuts. We are using that in salads. When you make the salads, we put some of these nuts on there. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Fatty fish like salmon. We try to eat salmon. We actually try to eat salmon at least once a week. We try to eat fish once a week. Maybe even we're trying to eat fish more than just once a week, because I think that's really good. Sardines. I don't really like tuna and mackerel, but sardines, I eat sardines. I buy those sardines like in olive oil, and I take that for lunch, for example, with some salad and stuff like that. So, and fruits like strawberries and blueberries, cherries and orange, at least for me, every day when I'm going to work, I'm taking some green salad and I'm taking some strawberries and blueberries, that in my salad, and avocado. Those like a must thing for my lunch every day. And that's what I've been doing, I think, the last 3 months, 2-3 months. Some kind of green salad, some strawberries and blueberries. You can get these frozen, and now we have been getting them fresh because of summer. And an avocado. Jan knows like we have to have an avocado in the house, and now he knows that I need strawberries and blueberries. Those are what I have to have for my lunch, and then I supplement, like if I have a chicken a piece left over, or sardines, I eat with sardine and stuff like that, and 1 egg. Yeah, always have 1 egg with those things. So that's what I'm doing, and I hope that should be shining out soon through my skin also. Yes, and something I'm doing, fasting, you know. I used to fast a lot, but I've kind of gone out from it, and I think my problem is at my work, we eat lunch around 10:30 or something. Some kind of weird rule. They make us eat lunch around 10:30, and I feel like that's so early for me to eat lunch. So that's why I also take things like salad and very, very simple things, because I don't eat breakfast. So for me, that is like my breakfast. But when I'm home, like today, I fast, and sometimes I eat like around 3 o'clock, or I just do it and then I only eat dinner. It depends on how I'm feeling. So this is the first, right now it's 3 o'clock, and this is my first coffee I'm having. I drank some tea, but then I have a cup of coffee in my beautiful cup I got from Santorini. Yes, so that's what I'm doing, fasting. And when you're at our age, I think they're saying fasting, some people say it's not good. You know, there's so many information, guys. You have to do your own research, you know. For me, when people say this and this and this, because people are saying different things on this internet streets, so you need to do your own research. And also, how do you feel, you know? Because people are going to say, don't eat greens. Greens are filled with, I don't know, they say they're filled with something. Oh, don't eat tomatoes. Oh, don't eat meat. Don't eat this. It's almost like we can't even drink water. So you need to do your research and feel how your body is reacting to these things, and go with that. I think we are number 5. I'm increased protein intake, and I think because of my research, I found that like people in our age, of course, we are losing muscle. It makes sense. We are losing muscle. I work with old people. They all of them, they have lost muscle. So we need more protein to build more muscle. And yeah, we need to, because at our age, we need to be lifting more. You know, we don't need to be losing exercise like, oh, running and standing on the machine. We need, lifting is good for us. But while you're lifting, you're building muscle. And if you don't have protein, you have nothing to build your muscle. So I am doing extra. I'm trying to get in more protein. That's why I eat my eggs. Sometimes I eat 2 eggs there every day. I'm increasing my fiber intake, which is good for my gut, because I think here in Denmark people eat something called rugbrød. It's the brown bread, and yeah, I think people here get good fiber. Some people don't, but for me, I don't like rugbrød. But something we are doing, some people do here in Denmark. I don't know this husk. Oh, it's boring. We take this once a day, 2 small spoons once a day in water, and this, I'm telling you, it makes a difference for me. But let me check if what is that called in English, you know. I guess, guys, you have to Google something called psyllium. Is it called psyllium? It's PSY, psyllium. I think you have to find something called psyllium, you know. And I think if you go to the pharmacy, they will tell you what this is. This is really good for digestion. This is really good for helping your bowels move around. Yes, if your bowels are not moving around and they look funny, yeah, well, you have to try this, and if it doesn't work properly, you need to go to your doctor. And disclaimer, guys, I'm not here to give you this kind of advice, because YouTube is very, very serious about people giving advice when they're not experts, you know. Well, I'm a nurse, am I an expert? No. But yeah, but this is what I take, you know. This is what I take. Well, that's good for my digestion. And this is what I take. I'm not saying you should go and take that. That's what I take. I don't want YouTube flagging my video. So yeah, that's what I take. And of course, I try to eat food that has fiber in it. Yeah. And I'm increasing my water intake. I don't like drinking water. I hate drinking water. I always these Danish ladies with bottles of water. I hate drinking water. I hate drinking cold water, especially during the winter. But I take some mint or some cucumber or some some strawberries, and I put in the water in order for me to drink it. Because right now at my age, as I think some of you know, like we have this sweating, we sweat a lot, and we have this what is it called, when we're sweating, you know, and I need more water. I need to drink more water. I drink a lot of tea, but I need to do more water intake, which is also good for the digestion. But I hate drinking water. But I have to, especially I know how I'm sweating in the night because of this menopause, making me sweat constantly. And when I'm sleeping, I'm losing a lot of water. So I need to be drinking more water. And I'm walking in small bits, you know. Like I said, I want to walk 10,000 steps. So I'm like, I cannot, like, I can do it sometimes, like when we're out on our weekend getaway. Sometimes we do that because we're walking around looking at the city, you know, checking out the city. But when I'm at home, I'm doing it in small bits. I can like go walk before Jan comes home, and I go maybe walk 3 kilometers. When Jan comes home, then we go and walk. Then after dinner, we go and walk. And if I've been at work, I'm doing those steps I'm walking at work. And sometimes instead of the elevator, I just walk. So I'm doing it in small steps. I'm not stressing myself to go and walk these 10,000 steps at once. No, I'm not doing that. I'm like doing them in small steps, and then at the end of the day I check how many steps I have. And I can also keep on checking on my iPhone to see like how many steps I have remaining. Normally sometimes if I'm home and it's saying like, oh, you have 9,000 steps, this is, you need this to finish your 10,000. I just walk around. I just go in, and Jan is laughing. I'm walking around to make sure I'm getting in my 10,000 steps. So yeah, I'm doing a low carb diet. Like I like bread. I love bread. I love rice. I love potatoes. I love chips. All those things, all the good things that taste good, they are all filled with carbohydrates. It's not fair, but I'm trying to cut out. You know, like, you know, you meet people, they want to give you want to serve cake, and you meet people, they want to serve some cheese, they want to serve some peanuts and all that. I'm trying to cut out. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not going to eat rice. I love rice and beans, you know. I love potatoes, but I'm trying to cut out. So if I'm eating rice, I'm taking a lot of beans, or I'm taking a lot of greens, you know, or I'm eating more chicken. I'm putting more chicken and less rice, and then some vegetables. So we need carbohydrates, you know. We cannot live all these diets where people only carbohydrates, only meat. No, we all need all these things, but we just need to find out how to have them in moderation, or we just have to find out to eat them in the right way. All right. And eating food that's good for my gut. I eat kimchi. I eat kefir. I almost take kefir every day. That is something like I don't get tired of taking kefir. Fermented food like kale, all these things really good for your gut. And guys, again, go do your research. Go and find out what is fermented food. What is it good for? What food is good for the gut, you know, and try to buy this food and take. Because me, I can sit here and tell you, go eat this, but maybe in your country where you are, you can't find that. So it's better to go on Google and find, or on YouTube and find out fermented good. What is it good for? What food is good for the gut? I have so much gas in my stomach. What can I be doing wrong? Find out this, because all these things I find out myself. I go on Google. I use also the wisdom I have like a nurse. I go on YouTube, and then I'm like, I find out, and then I try them. I'm like, that wasn't good, or that even made my problem worse. Then I leave it out and I do more research. We have internet, guys. Do your own research. And I think one of the things I forgot to say was eating in order. I saw a doctor online because I have gut health problems. I get gas, I get bloated, I get uncomfortable when I eat some things, you know. And the doctor was saying, try doing this, eating food in this order. And she said to try eat your greens first. When you're eating, try eat your greens first, and then try eat your fat or your protein, and then your carbohydrates like last. It's so difficult to eat like that, but I've been doing this, guys, and it's been helping me. I don't feel tired. I don't feel bloated when I'm doing this. It's kind of difficult with some food, because you say, Mil, what are you gonna do if you eat pizza? I said, when I eat pizza, I just eat pizza. It's the same thing. Like sometimes I take a cake and I get pain, and then I take it like that. But if I want to eat my pizza, I'm going to eat my pizza. But on a daily basis, this is what I'm doing. Even when I carry my lunch, I take those greens, I take those berries and these blueberries and my egg. I eat that in order. I start eating the greens first, and then I eat, if I have taken fish or I have taken chicken, whatever, or if I have cheese, good cheese, like goat cheese, I take that. I take my egg, and then I eat my strawberries at last, or whatever I have with the carbohydrates in it. And it's been helping, because normally at work, after I eat, I feel so tired, you know, like, why you eat and then you feel so tired. Even here at home, when I'm doing that, normally I eat and then I'm sleeping on the sofa. But that's what I'm doing right now. And this is how she explained it. I'll explain it to you so you can understand it. I can't remember her name. She said you should think of it like a sink, you know, like a water sink. If you just pour in the carbohydrates, like the sugar and all this sweet thing, they're just going to go through that hole. And I guess that hole, she means, you know, the pipe. And then I think that pipe, she thinks of it like our veins or our arteries, where the veins, the things are moving. So the sugar is just going to go through, and then it's going to go through your body, and then it's going to give you that effect, you know, like a glucose goes up. But if you put in the vegetables first, the greens, in the sink, they're going to make a hole, and then you eat your fat or your protein. It's giving another, like, it's blocking that hole. And then when you eat your carbohydrates at last, that like sugar and all that, it's not going to go through like that. It's going to have a difficult time to go through. So it's going to fight itself through the protein and the vegetables. And in that way, it's not going to give you that glucose spike, you know, that glucose spike, or that, like, you glucose go up like that. You're not going to have that effect. So I am really doing that, and for me it's really working. That's why I say, do your research. You know, sometimes instead of just going on YouTube and watching these silly videos, I go and watch these doctors or these experts saying these things, and I try them out and see if they're working. This has been working for me. I have so much energy. Like, after I eat, I don't feel so tired, and I was so tired of feeling tired after I eat. So, and another thing, I say that in my other videos, that I'm taking my vitamins, and some of you were asking me what vitamins I take. So guys, this video was taking so long, so I have decided to make another video just talking about what kind of vitamins I take. So you can look forward to that. So thank you for watching, guys, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in another video, right? Thank you for now. Bye.